good, fam? It's your boy Dwayne on Blaze. You know the name, you know the face, you know the time, you know the place. And today we're back again with a brand new react. Matter of fact, this one is going to be an interesting one because if you guys know, the truth is one of my favorite channels. Always telling people that they're in the Illuminati or whatever, you know, people in the music industry, entertainment industry, etc. Yeah, so basically we're exposing the new industry plants in the music industry, okay? The new industry plants in music. And they have our very own South African Tyla. I never thought I'd see a South African be the main focal point of a Truth Is video. But here we are. And now they're trying to come for my girl Tyla. How dare they? Let's get into it.
Ever so often, a new artist seems to come out of nowhere and become a massive star.
She didn't come out of nowhere. I hate when people say Tyla came out of nowhere. She did not come out of nowhere, okay? She's been on her grind. Respect the hustle.
Their songs are being played all over the radio. They also seem to get features with the biggest artists and are all over the blogs. Their music sounds super polished and expensive, and they are media trained and styled by the best high-end designers. It's like one day to the next, this artist was labeled a celebrity and everyone goes with it. By now, we all know that's called an industry plant, someone who was chosen and recruited by the record labels and turned into a star. While the majority of the world doesn't care about artists being industry plants, they fail to realize what being an industry plant really means and how it could affect you. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos every other day exposing the truth. In today's episode, we will be exposing the new industry plants in music. Let's get right into it. Most people have heard of the term industry plants before, but have no idea what it means. An industry plant, for those who don't know, is an artist discovered by a record label before that artist has really anything going on for them. This is called an undeveloped artist. The artist doesn't really have much of a fan base or a marketable image, but is either talented or well connected in the music industry. After the labels choose to sign the unknown artist, the record label would begin to develop the artist, strategically molding their entire story before presenting them to the world. They will create an image for the artist that they know will sell. They make sure to hire big-time producers and engineers to work on their music.
But wouldn't they do this for normal artists anyway? What's the difference?
Even coach the artist on how to talk and carry themselves in public, which is called media training. The label crafts the perfect background story, giving the artist a created persona that is guaranteed to sell records. After they complete—
There's no guarantee in this game. There's no such thing as a guarantee. There's you take a risk and it works or it doesn't.
Preparing their artist and they feel ready to present the artist to the world, they then start paying media outlets to promote the artist's music, having the artist's face plastered everywhere. Also paying big money to influencers to blow the songs up on TikTok. The record label does all of this in secrecy, working carefully behind the scenes, making calculated moves in order to show no association with the artist. This allows the artist to start being seen by the world as a rising independent artist while truly having the backing of a major label.
I don't think people really care about that much anymore. I feel like people just like what they like now. They don't care what your come-up story is, where you're from. Can you hold my attention or not? If you can't, sorry, Baba, you have to leave. But if you can, hey, I'm here for it, and I don't care what your story is. Okay?
As the artist gains the support of the fans and starts to blow up, the label then signs the artist to a record deal publicly. Artists that are industry plants didn't have anything going on for them before they were signed. They might have had the talent, but still had little to no fans, and most likely wouldn't have had a career without the industry machine behind them. Now you may ask, what's the problem with being an industry plant? The artist gets the support and help they need to blow up, and the fans get—
The problem is authenticity. Authenticity is the problem. It's that industry plants are not authentic about how they came up. That's the only problem I see.
Good music out of it. If anything, it seems like a win-win, right? Well, that's what it appears to be on the surface, but the truth is far more complex. These artists that are industry plants aren't real artists. They are a product created by a record label. A product that the label's crafted to use to influence the audience and manipulate them to make them more money and push their agendas.
Don't you dare say Tyla is a product. Okay, she's not a product. She's a woman, a beautiful young lady with talent and dancing skills. Okay, shut up.
Record labels are the ones who make these artists' image, and they do it for a reason. They use these artists to promote a certain lifestyle that they profit from. Everything the fans buy into about the artist is a facade. The songs are written by writers hired by the record labels to push their agendas. The beats are made by producers hired by the record labels that they know would have the most effect on the fans. The clothes these artists wear are picked out by designers hired by record labels that
This guy's drip is whack. Why are they showing this guy?
They're associated with and make a profit from. Nothing about the artist is authentic. It's all fabricated to attract the audience and push a lifestyle. An industry plant isn't really an artist. They are walking billboards for the label, pushing whatever agenda they are told to.
I feel like most artists are like that anyway nowadays.
These are artists created so that the labels may manipulate and control you, get you to buy into a lifestyle that they will be able to control you with and profit from. Most people don't look into the behind the scenes of the music business. They think it stops at just the record labels, when in reality, the same people that own these record labels are the same people that own big food manufacturers, the clothing brands, the alcohol drinks these artists promote, and just about everything in between. They own it all, and we can find the evidence of that easily.
The world is run by a very small set of people, a very small group of people.
Vanguard.
Okay. F you, man. F you. Abash. Ah. Oh, the butter just disappeared.
Vanguard and BlackRock are two of the biggest private investment companies. They both own majority stocks of record labels, one being UMG. UMG, or Universal Music Group, owns many of the independent labels. This means that BlackRock and Vanguard both have a say in the operations over at UMG, and UMG controls many labels under them, meaning BlackRock and Vanguard.
Guys, just look. If you sign to Dreamville, look how many labels you're a part of and have to split the bread with. It's tough, man. It's tough. But hey, man, it's the game. Let's look. This is all under Universal. We have Island. We have MCA. You have Verve. I don't even know what that is. We have Virgin Records. We have Capital Records. We have EMI. Is EMI even still functioning? I don't think so. We have Motown Records. Yeah, man, we have a whole lot. Interscope, which I think has been shut down. Yeah, interesting. Cash Money Records,
own
Republic
these
Records.
rappers just like they own everything else that consumers buy. It's all one giant system to manipulate the masses to make them slaves to the same elite. This is why industry plants are actually terrible for the music industry, as they aren't artists. They are just a product fabricated by the elite to make more money and enslave us. In today's episode, we will be exposing two new industry plants being used by the elite.
Don't you dare say Tyla.
The first artist we're going to be talking about.
How dare you say Tyla's an industry plant?
Is Tyla. For those who don't know, Tyla is a 22-year-old singer from South Africa who started blowing up this year. She has been all over the industry after her song Water went viral on TikTok, gaining her an overnight fan base. Not long after her song got popular, Tyla managed to be nominated and won a Grammy Award at the 2024 ceremony.
Crazy.
Tyla went from an unknown upcoming
Look at that pose. Look at that pose. That pose is like, what you thought? What the heck?
To a Grammy Award-winning superstar all in her breakout year. That's something that rarely happens in the music industry. It's already rare.
It rarely happens, but it does happen. So don't try and say that Tyla's industry project just because that happened.
Enough for an unknown artist to get a song that big right out the gate, but then to end up winning a Grammy from it in the first year, that just seems unbelievable if you ask me.
Don't start.
There must be something really special about this girl.
Tyla is special! Yes, there is something special about her, okay?
Music must be unique.
It is unique.
But it's not at all.
I hate.
Listening to her song, she sounds like a generic pop hip-hop artist. Her music sounds like all the rest of the songs the labels put out. This made me suspicious of Tyla, and I had a feeling she was...
Her songs sound like all the other... Nah. Disrespecting my queen. My flippin' queen, Tyla. The fuck? Bro, this nigga really said she sounds like everybody else. Bro, that's cap. That's just cap, bro. That is cap, bro. That's big cap.
Industry plant. Something that Tokyo Tony has said a while back.
Is Tokyo
She's
Tony?
an industry plant. It's common. You came from nowhere.
How dare you? Came from nowhere? She came from Zanzi. South Africa for sure. I mean, she came from Zanzi for sure, not nowhere. You came from nowhere, nigga.
Yeah. Your little short... No. Girl, no.
Does seem as when they
You just came from anywhere. And so is the other girl, give me sweat, whatever, make me high.
That's, hey, look at you. You know what? Let me not even start, bro. Because I know they're going to hit me with some other abusive commentary. I don't know what they're going to say. But how dare she speak on my queen?
Tyla, come on, that sounds like just a little big girl.
That's hate.
They wrote some songs
That's
for
hate.
her.
Look at her face. That's hate.
Tyla.
Plants. Give her, watch this. What's this? March, February next, cold-blooded freak. Turned all the way out. Watch.
Nope. I bet you that doesn't happen.
One song gave you a Grammy, but you have people like Angie Stone, they've been around since I was 10 years old being a rapper, never got one.
Hey.
So how does that make you know what? Whatever, man. Y'all hating.
How's that possible? You walk right in the song fucking radio hot, you got a Grammy. How they do that?
That's true.
Because the song is good, bruh. Because sometimes things just align in your favor. It's not always a plot and a scheme. Why can't y'all just give people props, bro? Sometimes it works out for people, okay? Sometimes it goes their way, bruh. It's not always a flippin' scam. I understand that most things are a scam. But just because Angie Flippin' Stone doesn't have a Grammy doesn't mean Tyler is now an industry plot, bro. I don't get this, bruh.
How did you get that?
How did you not fucking look at your
I
face in the morning?
Yeah, you made it. Because, we see, who was that? Cat Williams who said, Kevin Hart, industry plants.
It's not funny. Oh,
Now, looking into Tyla's story, that's exactly what I found. Tyla is 100% an industry plant, and I'll explain exactly why.
Okay, tell us.
Looking into Tyla's career, I learned that the labels recruited her right after she got out of high school. According to Tyla, she was discovered while she was still in high school through Instagram by her manager Garth Von Glenn, who took over her career and got her in the studio to record some records. Not long after Vaughn started managing her, she dropped her debut single, Getting Late, which was an instant success nationally. She dropped a music video for the song, which got a couple million views.
Okay, well, to be fair, the story is not too out of line from what it really is. This is kind of the story, although I don't think she was just signed automatically. She was signed because of her following on YouTube. Tyla had a TikTok following and a YouTube following before all of this, which is obviously a sign to say why somebody would want to sign you, right? Because you have a following, and that's exactly why the manager picked her up and signed her and got her a deal after this Getting Late dropped.
Even winning her the South African Music Award for Best Music Video of the Year. She then signed a major record deal with Epic Records. Sometime later, after the label signed her, she dropped Water and then became an international.
You see, and here is my problem. He's saying sometime after the label signed her, like it was flipping 2 months, 3 months. It was like 3 years, bro. It was 3 years. 3 years. Tyla was signed for 3 years before Water blew up. 3 years. Meaning she was really making music for about 6 years, if not 7. So I don't get this thing of, oh, it just happened out of nowhere. When it was like there's people like us who literally watch Tyla go from nothing to superstar. You know, I'm not just some dude just caping for Tyla. Now I've literally seen Tyla's progression. She didn't just come out of nowhere. It just bothers me because she's a South African talent. She's one of our own, bro. And niggas keep playing her like, oh, she came out of nowhere. She's not talented. I watched Tyla grind. We spoke on our podcast about how Tyla was signed for so long, but nothing was happening. We spoke about it. We kept saying, Tyla signed to Sony, but nothing's happening. Tyla signed to Sony, but nothing's happening. We said that for years until Water. So you can't tell me that this is an industry plot. It just happened out of nowhere. No, this part is wrong. I'm sorry. This part is wrong. It is wrong. Water didn't just come out of nowhere. She dropped like 3 singles that didn't do shit before Water. Okay? Let's get our facts straight when talking about our South African queen, Tyla.
National star. If this example of an industry plant, I don't know what is. The story of her being discovered off of Instagram is a joke. No one gets
It's not a joke. It's the truth.
discovered on Instagram, as there's millions.
No one gets discovered on Instagram. Bro, I honestly watch this channel because he does a lot of fact checking. But here, I feel like he was quick to just jump to a conclusion. Because, bro, I've watched Tyla on Instagram lives when she was not popping, bro. She was not popping, dog. But she still had a following. Tyla always had a big following since high school, bro. Obviously, if you have a big following and you make music and you're pretty and you can dance, obviously the odds are in your favor that somebody's going to discover you, bro. It's not that far-fetched when the odds are in your favor. She makes I'm a Piano too. I'm a Piano was popping at the time. Like, come on, let's go.
of artists posting on Instagram each and every day, and the labels pay no attention to it.
So?
Well, labels actually use algorithms to search for artists on social media, but they're programmed to find artists that are already popular with fans, not an artist that has no fans and no one
She has fans. What are you talking about?
after them. They don't search for an unknown artist with
She
no
wasn't
buzz.
unknown.
If you're an artist or know an artist, you know that social media is flooded with people trying to make music.
Yes.
So the odds of an artist actually being discovered through Instagram are slim to none.
You see, and this is fake news, bro. Kids out there, bro, don't let niggas like this tell you that shit is impossible, bro. This shit has happened so many times, bro. People people blow up from Instagram all the time. People blow up from TikTok all the time. He should know that. I don't know why it's making it seem so far-fetched. And she didn't blow up on Instagram per se. She blew up on TikTok, and she was big on YouTube. So Instagram wasn't even a thing like that. Maybe she was contacted on Instagram. That, bro, I don't know, man.
This is a generic backstory made by these labels for these industry plans they sign.
Yeah, but this is obviously what happened here, bro. I'm from South Africa, I know, bruh. I watched this shit unfold, bruh. You can't tell me any different.
The truth is, for some unknown reason, Tyla was chosen. She was handpicked by Garth. Looking into Garth Von Glenn, I found that he's an industry insider, a director for many music videos and commercials. He worked for Burberry, Elle Official Magazine, Damon John, Coogee, Atlantic Records, and Vice Magazine. He was connected in the industry and obviously used his connections to create Tyla's music career. Not long after Tyla signed to Epic Records, which is owned by...
Again. So if somebody who's connected in this industry discovers you and helps you make it, now you're an industry plant. So you telling me the only way you can be a genuine artist is if you struggle from the mud and nobody helps you, nobody at all.
Sony Records. She got her first international hit song and then won a Grammy. This is because the record label paid for it. They paid for TikTokers to react to the song and make it popular, and they also paid for the blogs to post her.
It didn't happen like that. The song was out. Nobody gave a damn about the song. The song was out for a month. Nobody cared. Only when random TikTokers. There was no. It just started. The challenge just started, bro. Only when that challenge took off did the song take off. The label wasn't even paying attention to Tyla. They stopped caring for Tyla. So.
Everywhere. Her career is fabricated.
It's not
Just think about that.
Bruv.
This woman won a Grammy on her first breakout year.
What?
And it's because Grammys are political. The label obviously asked for a couple favors to make sure this artist pops out from the rest. And that's how she got that Grammy. The only way...
That's crazy, bro. Bro, Tyla's talented, bro. Tyla's talented. Like...
an artist will get a Grammy on their first year is with connections. Ones that we know her manager has.
Yes. I'm not disputing that. But when everything aligned, but what this nigga's not understanding, he's looking at one part. He's not looking at the whole picture. Yes, there are politics at play. Yes, did some of those politics help her get to the Grammys? Yes, they did. But you have to understand the whole picture, bro. Tyla is 22. She's dabbling in a genre that's one of the biggest genres right now, which is Afro beats mixed with piano. Yes, she's signed to Sony, obviously. She's the new it girl. Her song blew up. Nobody else's song blew up the way it did. Look at her. She's the perfect person to put as the face. She's the innocent, brandable, marketable, everything aligned. Yes, there was politics. Yes, there might have been some things which are unfair, but you can't negate the fact that she still deserved that Grammy. Her music is still good. Her shit was still crazy. I don't know any song that went that crazy. It's not like she won best new song, bro. She won like African contemporary something Americans weren't even nominated for. So what are you crying about, bro? I don't understand, bro. Niggas acting like she won album of the year, bruh.
All signs point to Tyla being an industry plant created by the labels.
I refuse.
Now we all know what that means.
I don't care
Tyla
what you guys
already
say.
took the oath.
I don't care.
And I am confident we will be seeing signs of it soon.
All right,
she's already doing songs with the other industry puppets like Travis Scott.
Travis Scott signed to a label. He's the biggest artist on the label, and I think the label is, what is it? Epic.
No, Travis Scott is one of the biggest puppets in the music industry. He was literally banned from performing in Egypt because he's a Freemason occultist, a show that he promised he was going to do anyways.
Well, I don't think it's because he was a Freemason or cultist. I think it was just because they didn't want any association with Travis of the Astroworld.
But thankfully never happened. The fact that he's around Tyla lets you know she already took the oath. This music video for their song is already showing dark, questionable imagery. The video shows Tyla in a glass box, while Travis Scott stares at her from the outside of the glass. As time passes, it's only going to become more blatant that she took the oath. Soon, she will be showing the one-eye symbolism and showing satanic imagery in her music videos. All the same thing that all the other puppets do. Just by looking at her come-up story, you can...
Okay, I will say that probably will start happening. But I think that's the thing more so of the industry. I think the industry pushes the satanic stuff. You know, I don't think that's necessarily what she wants to do. But I could say it's kind of right there. I do think you will start seeing all this weird blood and weird stuff. Like what happened to Doja Cat. Doja Cat was a cool stoner. And now I don't know what the hell happened to her. So, yeah.
Easily determine she's an industry plant. She was chosen by the record labels who decided she was the one they wanted to make a star. Just like the next artist we're going to be talking about, 4BATTZ. For those who don't know who 4BATTZ is, he's an upcoming artist who has been seeing a lot of success in the last year. His song Act 2, Day That 8 went viral on TikTok after posting a music video of himself dressed and acting like a drill rapper, but singing a rather soft and slow R&B song. The whole gimmick of the song was that the song didn't match the visuals. This would somehow help the song make...
That's advice for you guys out there. Music videos like this do well. The music videos where like there's a guy dressed as a trapper and he's robbing and smacking people with pistols, but he's singing like in The Weeknd's falsetto voice. A video like that will do well because they're like, oh my gosh, it's gangsters, but he's singing so sweetly.
Make it onto the Billboard charts,
okay, I'm
peaking at the number 7 position. This would eventually lead to a Drake feature. This helped the song move up to the 3rd spot on the charts, and this is what took his career to new heights. What's crazy about this is that the Act 2 was 4BATTZ's second song ever released. Not only was it on the charts, but it got a remix from the biggest rapper in the world. 4BATTZ, who came out of nowhere, became a superstar with just 2 songs. Now, for an unknown upcoming artist to drop his first song and blow up, and then his second song make it on the charts, is rather shocking and unbelievable. This is already suspicious as it is, but when you look at his come-up story, it just gets even more suspicious. First, there's basically nothing that can be found on 4BATTZ, as we don't see anything about his life, only...
I won't lie to you, 4BATTZ really came out of nowhere. And this might be because I didn't watch his career from ground zero to now, like I watched Tyla's. But yeah, 4BATTZ honestly came out of nowhere for me, bro. The first time I ever heard of 4BATTZ was on the Drake track. Maybe I'm just out of touch, but honestly, I've never heard of this
about his 3 songs that he dropped. What we do know is that 4BATTZ started his music career in 2023. He didn't release any songs before the Act 1 and wasn't seen at all before that song. He seems to be the fastest growing artist. As with 3 songs out, he had hundreds of millions of streams on Spotify. Not long after dropping his songs, he got signed to no other than Drake's OVO sound, and that's when they made the remix to his song. It's very obvious that 4BATTZ is an industry plant. There is no other way to explain his overnight success. I don't even think they're trying to hide it though. The fact that he signed to Drake, we already know he took the oath. Drake is literally the biggest Masonic puppet in the industry. He calls himself the Sixth God. His record label is OVO, which is a play off OTO, a Masonic organization. His label's logo is literally the owl of Manivra, which is the original symbol of the Illuminati. Also, the same owl that is worshipped by the elite at the Bohemian Grove. Drake would have only signed 4BATTZ if he took the same...
More South Africans are healthier with Discovery Health Medical Scheme because, well, we give you more value.
Shut up.
Then you like the I don't want to worry about sports injuries plan. That's why I'm with Discovery Health Medical Scheme. Their classic smart plan has sports injuries covered.
Same Masonic oath as him, something that 4BATTZ is already showing signs of. We can already find photos of 4BATTZ showing that he took the oath, doing the one-eye symbolism. In this photo, we see 4BATTZ placing the 666 hand gesture over one of his eyes, showing us the subtle signs that he is a Masonic puppet. In his music video for You Made Me, we see more proof of this, as in the video they show the yin and the yang symbol behind them on a bed. While most people might not think nothing of this, you have to remember everything put in a set of a video was placed there for a reason. The yin and the yang symbol represents duality, which is at the core of Freemasonry.
To be fair, that really could just be a coincidence. Like, I could see somebody with a yin and yang pillow. Like, I know somebody with a yin and yang pillow, and they're not in the Illuminati. Okay.
In every Masonic lodge, you will find a checkerboard floor representing the yin and the yang, the black and the white, the good and the evil. As time goes by, 4BATTZ is only going to become more and more obvious.
So you're
with
saying
the
black is
Sooner than
evil?
later, we will see him drop a music video full of satanic imagery. 4BATTZ is actually signed to Gamma Records alongside of OVO. Gamma is the same label behind the other industry plant Sexy Red. Gamma is owned by Larry Jackson, who is a close friend of Drake. Larry used to handle Drake's deal at Apple Music, and he worked for Apple Music for years. Drake even shouted out Larry Jackson in one of his songs. Larry Jackson is who originally signed 4BATTZ, and he's the reason Drake got behind him. Just like Larry Jackson got Drake to get behind Sexy Red. Drake isn't hanging out with Sexy Red because he likes her. He's doing it to give her clout and introduce her to his audience on behalf.
I do think Drake likes Sexy Red. Like, I think Drake believes that Sexy Red is his baddie bestie.
half of Larry Jackson. Off of 4BATTZ, Drake is making money, but I don't know if it's the same with Sexy Red. Larry Jackson is the man making these industry plans. He's the gatekeeper behind all of these artists. It's obvious everything about this guy is fabricated, a gimmick created by the labels. His success was all created, and he is not an artist, but a product. They are planting him right in the music industry, and people have just accepted it, not knowing what this means.
Must we
these
do?
artists are put in
what
our
are we
face to
supposed
distract
to
us
do?
and influence us. We must show these labels that we won't be manipulated, that they can't just create a false story to sell us a
They
lifestyle
can do what
that
they
profit
want.
from.
What
The
are we
record
supposed
industry
to
has
do?
been doing this since the beginning. Many rappers have been industry plants in the
Exactly.
past. Drake, the biggest rapper in the world himself, is an industry.
They've been doing this since the beginning. Like how? Like I don't understand what's gonna change. What are we gonna show them? We don't have money, nigga. I'm just trying to eat, bro. You telling me I must go stop Universal? What am I gonna do to stop Universal, bro? I like Drake's music. I like Kendrick Lamar's music, bro. Industry plant or not, ghostwriters, no ghostwriters, bro. It's like, what must I do, bro? I must now go and fight the industry, bro.
We must not fall for these artists that are put in place to manipulate
not
us.
fall.
Pay attention
I'm
to
not
both
falling,
of these
I'm
artists,
listening
and you will
to it.
slowly see their transformation. In a couple of years, you won't even be able to recognize these artists anymore. These record labels think the fans are...
Now that one, I think, like I said with Doja Cat, watch. Tyla will definitely be different 4 years from now if she sold her soul. Now I believe that. I believe that part. Because, like, what I saw with Doja, man, Doja completely changed, bro. Completely, bro. It's actually shocking. It's actually shocking that her fans are actually like, yo, is this the same person? Yo, I don't know.
Stupid, and don't expect them to realize it's all fake. They expect the masses to believe anything they put in front of them, which sadly seems to work. But these two artists have been so obviously planted that most people have been calling it out themselves. Well, I'm gonna end this one here. But before you guys go, I just wanted to ask you guys to like, comment, and share this video so that it'll be
No, how about that? You disrespected my queen Tyla. I will not tolerate disrespect. All right? Put respect on her name, bruh. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, guys, do I believe Tyla's an industry plant? No. Do I believe her come up is industry plantish? Yes, for sure. She got the whole flippin' stimulus, bro. Like the superstar stimulus package. Did she get that? Yes, she did get that. But there was still a process. It didn't just happen overnight. It didn't just water didn't just blow up. She didn't just arrive and water blew up and she was a star. That didn't happen. So I refuse to believe that. I don't care what he says. That didn't happen, bro. It just didn't. I watched it with my own eyes. He didn't know of Tyla till last year. He didn't know who Tyla was till last year. I knew who Tyla was in like flipping 2018, bro. 2018, dog. So you can't come and tell me now, no, industry plant. She never did. Tyla was grinding, bruh. And a lot of those years she was flopping too. So anyway, bro, it's been your boy Doza Blaze. I'll catch you in the next one. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know they try to shut the gate. Yeah, the trend, y'all niggas cannot keep me shut away.